Hello everybody, how are you all doing today? This is Karthik Poovanam and I'm a leadership coach and an author of more than 80 published books. People tell me that, I have some great friends, they are my soulmates, and wow, this is something I really enjoy, some great time, he's my best buddy, all these things. And I often wonder how much of truth is there in what they're saying. Because many a time it just gets destroyed just because of a few situations, and that's simply because you have been living in a very, very false and wrongly built psychological state. When I say you have built a very wrongly built psychological state, what essentially I mean is you're calling somebody is the best of your friend, he's your soulmate, which is all wrong. Because essentially it's all the material hangouts that you associate with. So the moment a person is incapable of providing the material hangout, he completely loses that internal state where you actually define that person as a best friend. For example, I want you to test this. Okay? Take away your swanky cars, take away your big houses and farmhouses, take away your luxury toys, and take away all that money that you have with you, and now associate with the person whom you're calling as a best friend, best buddy, soulmate. Take a moment. And I want you to think for a moment how much time the same person whom you call as a best friend, best buddy, soulmate is actually going to spend time with you. The person who used to answer your call regularly will give you a text message, very, very sorry to miss your call. Some very, very important meeting, somebody is very urgent, somebody at home has gone sick, health is not good. You will find excuses coming in. The same person who would have met you when things are not going good in his house also, or even if he has some important meetings, he would have cancelled those meetings and come and taken a flight and come to meet you, has today got no time for you. Because he never had time for you. I want you to understand this. Or she never had time for you. Because otherwise people will think, why is it that I'm only talking about he, not she? See, it's about human nature. I want you to understand this. From a very early stage where our conscious mind started perceiving things, the whole association and the whole built-up and the whole formative stages of our conscious mind is largely engrossed towards the external realities of life, towards the material of life. So life as such does not play any significant role because that's not the way we have been brought up. And whenever you are building up a very, very materialistic outlook deep within yourself, it is that same points that excite you. Oh, there's a great friend. Wow, oh, he's got this. He's doing this level of turnover. Wow, he's so inspiring, fantastic and amazing. Now, suddenly, things turn around and they say, oh, his true nature has come out. No, dear one. That was always his nature and this is also your nature. It's just that you are on the other side of the coin. That's it. This happened to you. Losses happened to you. Business losses happened to you. You lost money. You lost your swanky car. You lost your get-together spots. And the same person who used to hang out with you now no longer hangs out with you. The same number of people who used to meet you now no longer meet you. Ask yourself, if this would have happened to them, you would have been the same way. No, I'm not going to be that way. How do you know? How do you know? just because it happened to you, you feel it's an unfair world. You start blaming the other person. I want you all to understand that your whole focus is largely on the material. So it's very, very important for every one of you who call yourself as best of buddies to associate in an ecosystem. How do you understand what is an ecosystem? You got to create an ecosystem. This is exactly what we do in internal vibrancy workshops. We make each other more associative beyond the material. Doesn't happen in one session, doesn't happen in 2 sessions, because for ages you have been conditioned on the material. For ages there has been deep internal wounds that have been built, that never ever been addressed. Now you think a great lifestyle is all about drinking expensive wine, whiskey, smoking things off, being with multiple women. A woman thinks, oh, it's all about, doing the same things. No. Doesn't matter what kind of a lifestyle you're living in. Doesn't matter what kind of a turnover your company has. If you do not have a great relationship with yourself, if you're like a person who would say, I cannot imagine a life without the kind of toys that I have built and I've invested my life on. If that goes away, I am gone. You're living a very, very poor and a very fragile life. It's very important to have the material outcomes. I enjoy. I also drive a Mercedes. I've traveled to all the European countries. I do travel on a regular basis. I do train the richest people in different platforms, in different podiums. But you take all these things away, still I carry the same kind of value I have for myself, because I've found something very deep that I cannot trade with anything. That cannot be traded. So this is something which can happen to you when you learn to invest your time, your money and your energy for yourself. And that is when you will really be able to have great relationships in your life. Otherwise, you'll never ever be contented. You'll just know moments of joy, moments of happiness. It's like someone who is just eating an orange peel and feeling, wow, fantastic. You eat an orange peel, it still has certain sweetness that it carries, because it is imbibed that sweetness because of its association with the fruit. Now you think eating an orange peel is like eating an orange? You're completely mistaken. You're totally mistaken, isn't it? This is exactly what's happening to you in your life, and I want you to understand this. Because when you understand this, when things are happening good in your life, you have your luxury toys, you have those vacations on, you have inflow happening to you, this is the time for you to take the break and invest your time, your energy, your money in resources that are going to heal your internal wounds. I've done this to thousands of rich people, thousands of people around the planet. And I experience that state every single moment. I want you to experience it. Stay blessed, stay energized, be connected, and have a very, very fantastic time, everybody. Looking forward to seeing you investing some great time with yourself. Have a great day and stay blessed.